Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's Eric Green. I'm on a show called Advertising LA, plus I own a company called United Ad Agency. And if you've never seen this before, go check us out at unitedadagency.com. So the reason I'm making this video today is because there's a lot of business owners out there that are struggling because of inflation. Gas prices are going crazy. There's trucking companies that are actually going under because of gas prices. They can't afford to actually operate right now. So my goal, my mission right now is just to give you guys as much advice as I possibly can if you're a business owner. One of the things that I think that a lot of business owners do during times like this is they really just shut down. They expect, hey, I'm just going to sit around. I'm going to wait for this to blow over. Once it blows over, then, it'll be business as normal, essentially. And you can't really do that in these sort of markets. What you need to do is you need to realize that, one, you're probably going to have to put in 10 to 20 to 30 times the amount of work you were doing before, and you're probably only going to see the same amount of results that you did before Corona, or maybe even not even as good as results as you were before Corona. But what I want to really stress is why your competition is, closing down, why they're just sitting around waiting for everyone to, either come in their store or wait for this to blow over. Whatever they're doing doesn't matter. You need to start pushing into the marketplace. Number one, you need to realize that attention is going to be king right now. Attention is going to be your number one concern. You need to realize the more attention that you get for yourself, the better you're going to be. Why? Well, the best product does not win in the marketplace. This is a misconception. I hear business owners say this all the time. Well, I got the best product, so people are just going to buy from me naturally. I got the best service. They're just going to call me. This is not the case. This is not the case. Look, I'm going to give you a prime example. McDonald's is not the best tasting burgers. Most people would agree, but they sell more hamburgers than any other company on the planet, and the reason is because they're the best known. They are constantly pushing their content out on TV, on social media. You see them in magazines. You see McDonald's everywhere. Everybody knows McDonald's. That is the mentality you want to take on as a business owner right now. You need to realize people need to know who you are, what your business does, and how it can solve their problems. If you can do that, then you are leagues above your competition. Literally, you are going to wipe your competition out. How? Well, number one, you need to start doing videos on social media. Get on Facebook, get on YouTube, on LinkedIn, do videos everywhere, Instagram, I don't care. Wherever you can do a video, do a video. If one person sees it, that's one more person that saw your business than that did before. And I hear a lot of people say things like, I am not comfortable on camera. Nobody is. Nobody was ever born comfortable on camera. One of the things you have to realize that it takes work. It's going to take some time. Your videos will suck at first, and then they'll get a little better, and then they'll get a little better. You probably weren't born knowing how to ride a bike either, but it's something you learned how to do. You got a little better over time, and then, by the time you were probably 10 or 12, you could ride a bike just as good as any other kid in the neighborhood. So, stop allowing yourself to accept these excuses you're giving. Okay, a lot of people are saying, hey, times are tough. I can't afford to do this. I can't afford to do that. Well, doing videos is going to be free. You can just pump out as many videos as you can, and more people will start seeing these videos. Okay, so if you suck at first, it's not going to be a big deal. No one's going to see them at first. But the better you get, the more people will watch, and the more customers you will bring in. It's not going to be something that happens overnight. Anybody that tells you they're going to bring you customers overnight is probably lying. Okay? it's probably just a pipe dream. Now, you can get customers overnight. There are certain things that you can do, but you're probably not going to be able to do it on social media. And the reason why is people generally want to see you 16 to 18 times before they even want to consider doing business with you. So make sure you're doing these videos. The next thing you need to do is, if you're a business who can pick up the phone and cold call, you need to pick up the phone and cold call. You need to call on every person you possibly can. If it's business to business, then that's even better. Okay, if you're calling on, let's say if you're calling business owners, what you need to do is you need to find out these business owners' information. How do I find out business owners' information? Well, there's a lot of free resources. You can go online. You can look at Duns and Bradstreet's website. They have a lot, like they'll have lists of business owners. You can go on Better Business Bureau. They're going to give you a list of business owners for different businesses, and they'll do it for local businesses and whatever county you live in. So that's one way of doing it. The other thing you can do is, let's say you get a business owner's information off of Duns and Bradstreet, for example. Okay, so you get that owner's name, you figure out where his city is, and then you're going to jump over to a site called Fast People Search. Fast People Search is going to be another free resource. What you're going to do is you're going to enter in that business owner's information. You're going to there's certain different search tools on Fast People Search. So you can either enter in his name and the city and state he lives in, or the city and state she lives in. Either way, you can search by phone number as well, I believe. And I think there's another one as well, but I can't think of it right offhand, but I know you can put in a phone number. So let's say you find a phone number for a business. You put that phone number in Fast People Search. It's going to give you the business owner's name, and a lot of times you can get their cell phone number this way. And the reason I'm telling you to do this is because once you get their cell phone information, you can call that business owner up, and you can then actually have access to that business owner versus hitting a gatekeeper. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that do B&B, and they always complain, the gatekeeper, the gatekeeper, the gatekeeper. Well, this is a way you can avoid the gatekeeper all the way around. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is your scripts when you're cold calling. If you don't have a cold calling script, you are messing up. You need to have a script. You need to have a structured set of questions that's going to generate interest with this person you have on the phone. So you need to make sure you're asking them the right questions. This doesn't have to be B2B. This can be, B2C or whatever. So why would someone want to make cold calls if you're B2C? Well, let's say you own a bonding company, okay? You can actually call up people who, you may have bonded out in the past, and just say, hey, we just wanted to let you guys know that we're here, just in case, we hope nothing bad happens, but we just want to remind you that we're here. And you're not even trying to pitch them, you're not trying to sell them, you're just reminding people that you're there, that you're in the marketplace. And that way, when you're fresh in people's minds, then when they do need somebody, they're going to think about you. So it's not always about, calling up and getting the sell. A lot of times it's just to call up, get some information, and you could even ask that person at that point in time, hey, do you know anybody that could possibly need our services right now? And they're going to tell you, well, yeah, actually, I might know such and such, such and such. There you go. You have a lead. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are probably like, man, you can't do that. You can't really do that. You can do that. If you're a real estate agent, I don't care what industry you're in, you can do this. If you're a restaurant, you can figure out people's phone numbers who live in a 5-mile radius, call them up and say, hey, because you live in a 5-mile radius, radius to us, we're going to give you a special that we don't give anybody else. We're calling you up to give you this special. You come in, we're going to give you this much off. We're going to give you a free fry. We're going to give you this, whatever. Get them in the store. Don't just sit around and wait for people to come in the door. So I hope this information is helping everybody out there. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. I hope that your business is not struggling right now. I just want to let you guys know that once they call a recession, which they will, back in 2008, it took them like 7 or 8 months before they called it a recession, but everybody knew we were in a recession for like 8 months. So just keep this in mind, guys. They're not always going to tell you the truth. So just make sure you are taking these steps now before they really call it a recession, because once they call it a recession, things are going to tighten up a lot more, and then it's going to take a lot more action. So again, I hope everyone's doing great, and if you would, please share this content because it helps out so much. Thanks everyone for watching.